Good morning, all. In last lecture, we have seen the introduction of how to draw the curve in Cartesian form. That is, first we have seen the first condition, that is symmetry, then origin, whether the curve is passing through origin or not. Then third condition is tangent through origin. Fourth one is points of intersection with coordinate axis, that is x-axis and y-axis. Then fifth one is tangents, the tangents passing through the other points other than origin points. And the next one is asymptote. So asymptote means, what is the definition for asymptote? So asymptote is a tangent. Tangent means that is a straight line. So that straight line or that tangent is called asymptote if the curve around this asymptote touches like at the infinity. Means this asymptote, if the curve around this asymptote is like this, that is, this curve comes from this point and goes to the further, or the second case is to this side, that is this and this, that is, this curve comes and goes to the further. This part of the curve comes from this point and goes to this, so the direction is in this way. So this straight line or this tangent is called asymptote if the curve touches that tangent at infinity, and the touching to the infinity point we can't show here. So the curve around that asymptote looks like this. So this is first case or first possibility, or this is your second possibility. So by checking the further condition is region of absence, or in what partition or in what region the curve is present, or in what region the curve is absent, we have to check that. So from that point, or from that checking of that point, we can fix which possibility is we have to draw. So this is your first possibility or second possibility, that is, the curve touches at the infinity to that tangent. So we have to draw that part of the curve in this way. So that tangent is called asymptote. So asymptote means the curve which touches that tangent at infinity. The regular tangent, if this is your tangent or this is a straight line, and this straight line is called tangent if the curve touches that tangent at one point. So if that curve touches at one point, then that straight line is called tangent. But asymptote means the curve touches not at one point, that touches at the infinity. So the curve looks like in this way. So there are two possibilities, this possibility or this possibility. So that tangent is called asymptote. So this is the definition for asymptote. So how to check that the asymptote is present in that example or in that curve or not? So here, so asymptote means it is a tangent or straight line which touches the curve at infinity. So there are three types of asymptote. The first asymptote is parallel to x-axis, second is parallel to y-axis, and the third one is not parallel to x-axis, not parallel to y-axis. So first condition, asymptote parallel to x-axis. So this is your x-axis and this is your asymptote. So how to check that asymptote which is parallel to x-axis? The condition is equating all the coefficient of highest power term of x to 0 and simplify that equation. Whatever we get the equation, that equation is of asymptote which is parallel to x-axis. So here asymptote means the curve touches that asymptote or touches that straight line at the infinity. So the infinity number indicates that the condition is related to that infinity number. That is, we have to equate all the coefficient of highest power term. So here we can see how to find the asymptote in the particular examples in the next lectures. So here equating all the coefficient of highest power term of x to 0, then we get the equation of asymptote parallel to x-axis. And if we equate all the coefficient of highest power term of y to 0 and simplifying, we get the equation of asymptote parallel to y-axis. So in any above cases, the third one is, in any above cases, if we get the imaginary value or constant after simplification, then we don't get any asymptote. So some of the examples of the curve tracing may include the asymptote or may not include the asymptote. That is, the curve contains the asymptote, that is the straight line, or some examples doesn't have the asymptote. So when the example doesn't contain asymptote, so if we get the imaginary value or constant, imaginary value means the equation contains I value. I means square root of -1. So this is your imaginary number. So if the equation contains I term or containing the I letter, that is the complex number or constant, then we don't have the asymptote for that particular example. Then fourth one is oblique asymptote. So oblique asymptote, for that asymptote, oblique asymptote means this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis. So if this tangent is parallel to x-axis, then that is your asymptote. The next second type of asymptote is which is parallel to y-axis. And the third type of asymptote is the asymptote which is not parallel to x-axis, not parallel to y-axis. That is the which cross the or which intersect the xy axis. So this you can say as the asymptote which is not parallel to y-axis and not parallel to x-axis, or this one, that is which intersect, this you can say as asymptotes, or this you can say as a asymptote, that is which intersect the x and y-axis or x or y-axis. So that asymptote is called oblique asymptote. So how to find oblique asymptote? So there is a condition, let y is equal to mx plus c. So here in previous, the asymptote parallel to x-axis, we have to equate all the coefficient of highest power term of x. So in particular example, we can see in this example, so the given equation is y square equal to ax cube, and we have to find the asymptote. So highest power term, so here y power is 2, here second term is ax cube, the power is 3. So highest power term is ax cube. So we have to take the coefficient of that highest power term. So x cube is the highest power term as compared to y square. Then what is the coefficient of x cube? A. So highest power term in x is ax cube and its coefficient is a, and which is constant. So if we get constant or I number or the value containing I, then we don't get any asymptote. Then again compare the take the highest power term in y. So there is only one term in y, so that is your highest power term in y. So here y square is the highest power term in y, so its coefficient is 1, that is your constant, hence we don't get any asymptote. So this is your condition, how to check the highest power term and how to take the coefficient of that highest power term. And for oblique asymptote, the condition is let y is equal to mx. First step is what? We have to assume the asymptote equation, oblique asymptote equation. So let y equal to mx plus c be the oblique asymptote equation, and the further conditions are for finding the value of m and c, and then put the values of m and c in this general equation of oblique asymptote. We get the equation of oblique asymptote. So consider this general equation for oblique asymptote. Then take all the terms from the given equation on LHS, all the terms from the given example, take all the terms on LHS, and put x equal to 1 and y equal to m in the highest power term of the equation. So whatever the highest power term in that equation, in that term we have to put x equal to 1 and y equal to m. And after putting x equal to 1 and y equal to m in highest power term of that equation, given equation, and then that equation we have to, after putting these values, whatever we get, we have to take that equation equal to phi of m. Then again put x equal to 1 and y equal to m in the previous highest power term of that given example. That is, if the highest power term in the given example the highest power is 3, then previous highest power is 2. So whatever the second power term is there, in that equation also we have to put x equal to 1 and y equal to m, and after putting these values, whatever we get, take that equation equal to f of m. Then take phi of m equal to 0 and solve that equation, we get the value of m. Then how to find the value of c? C equal to minus fm upon phi dash m. So fm means this value with minus sign, and phi dash m means whatever we get phi of m here, take the derivative. Phi dash m means take the derivative of phi of m with respect to m. We get the phi dash m. So take the ratio as minus fm upon phi dash m. We get the value of c. So put these values of m and c in this equation, we get the oblique asymptote equation. So the last condition is seventh condition. We have to check in what partition or in what section region the curve is present or not. So the final curve we can get by this condition only. So this is the important condition, region of absence. So what is the condition for that? So if the given equation is of the type y equal to left side is the y variable equation, right side is the x variable equation, or in left side there is x variable equation and on right side y variable equation, that is on either side x variable equation and on the other side y variable equation. So here we have to put some values of x or y from that partition in the given graph and put that value in the given example, and if we get y square equal to negative value, or if this equation is, this type of equation is given, then if we get x square equal to negative value, then curve is not present in that section or in that region. And if y square we get positive or x square we get negative, then the curve is present in that partition or in that region. So this type of, this condition you can remember, and the you can don't remember this condition because the most of the examples are of the this type, y square equal to type. So these are the 7 conditions we have to check to draw the final curve. So here nature of curves are like this. If this x-axis is the tangent, then we have to draw some part of the curve which look like in this way. So if x-axis is the tangent, then the curve around that x-axis will be in this type, this section and this section. So these are the possibilities. Either this side or this side. We have to draw the part of that curve. If y-axis is tangent, then the curve around that y-axis will be this case or this case. If asymptote is there, so suppose this is the asymptote, and what is the curve around that asymptote? So this part, this case or this case. So this is the direction, and we have to fix which possibility is there in that particular example. We have to fix that condition, fix that possibility by using the seventh condition, last condition, which one is region of absence. Then this is your general equation of straight line y equal to kx line. The k is the number, so particularly if y equal to 2x, the straight line is this. The nature of the straight line is similar to that. This straight line is for y equal to kx, so this is the general equation. Same straight line we can draw for the y equal to 2x, y equal to 3x, y equal to minus x, etc. And this second to fourth quadrant straight line equation which passing through region, that is 0 0 equation 0 0 point, is the straight line equation is fixed, that is y equal to minus kx line. So this is the positive y equal to kx line, this is the negative y equal to minus kx line. So the nature of these curves are fixed for this general equation. Then x equal to a straight line, x equal to a, which one is straight line? The nature of that straight line is, this is the straight line. X equal to a straight line means this is the straight line. X equal to means the straight line which is parallel to axis passing through the point. If x is equal to constant is given a, then this point will be a0. So x equal to a, this is the straight line passing through the a0 point and which is parallel to y-axis. And x equal to minus a straight line is on the negative axis, negative x-axis. So this is your straight line x equal to minus a, which is again parallel to y-axis and passing through the point minus a 0. Then what is the nature of y equal to a straight line? Y equal to a is parallel to x-axis. So it is the opposite condition. If x equal to there, then parallel to y-axis. If y equal to equation is there, then parallel to x-axis. So y equal to a means y equal to positive number, that is the straight line parallel to x-axis and passing through the point. So if y equal to a is there, so y means the y coordinate is a and the x coordinate is 0. So passing through the point 0a. And if y equal to minus a line is given, then how to draw that straight line? So the nature of that straight line is parallel to x-axis and passing through the point. Y equal to minus a means y coordinate is minus a and x coordinate is 0. That is the point is 0 minus a. Then these are the parabolas. So this is your y square equal to 4ax parabola, the positive on positive x-axis, this is your positive parabola, this is your negative parabola, y square equal to minus 4x. If y square equal to parabola are given, then these are on left side and right side of that x-axis. And if x square equal to parabola is there, then x square equal to positive 4ay, so this is your upward parabola, and x square equal to minus 4ay is your downward parabola. So these are the general equations. Using these equations also we can directly draw the straight lines or asymptote or the part of that curve or that parabola. So this is the important. So let us see the examples. So here, so the question is like trace the curve, and we have seen the rules for the tracing of curves in Cartesian form. That is, if xy equation is given, then we have to follow these previous rules which we have seen in previous lectures. So here, trace the curve y square equal to ax cube, where a is greater than 0. So now check the condition. First condition is symmetry. So in symmetry point there are 5 points, a 1 2 3 4 5. So if any one of the condition of that symmetry is satisfied, then write that only one condition. No need to check the rest of the other conditions. So here check first. So here this example contains even powers of y. So y has the power 2, so x has the power odd power. So the condition depends on the even powers. So the symmetry is, the condition is, this example contains even power of y, and if the example contains even power of y, even powers of y, then the symmetry is about x axis. So we can conclude that the curve is symmetric about x axis. Then first condition here, the first condition is satisfied, so no need to check the remaining conditions. So the next one is, next is origin. So whether the given curve is passing through the origin or not, for that we have to check what is the condition for passing through origin. Curve passing through origin is, put x equal to 0 and y equal to 0 in the given equation. If we get 0 equal to 0 equation, then the curve is passing through origin. So put x equal to 0 and y equal to 0, we get 0 square equal to a into 0 cube, that is 0 equal to 0. So is the given curve is passing through origin. The conclusion is passing through origin curve. Then if the curve is passing through origin, then we have to check the third condition, that is tangent through origin. So for that, tangent through origin, what is the condition? Equate the lowest degree term from the given equation to 0. So lowest degree term we have to check first. So here y square has the power 2, ax cube has the power 3. So the lowest degree term is y square, and that y square we have to take equal to 0. So lowest degree term, the power is 2, power is here 3. So lowest power term, minimum power term is y square. So this is your term which has minimum power. So take that term equal to 0. Lowest power term is y square. Take equal to 0 and simplify. So take the square root on both sides. So y equal to 0. So whatever after simplification we get, that is your equation of tangent through origin. So y equal to 0 means this is the general equation of x axis. So here x axis is your tangent through origin. Origin means 0, 0 point. So third condition we have checked. Then fourth condition is point of intersection with the x-axis and y-axis. For that the condition is, put x equal to 0 in given example, whatever we get from that we get the point. Again put y equal to 0, we get the x value and we get the point. So how to get? Let us see. So put x equal to 0 in this equation. So we get y square equal to 0, that is y equal to 0. So the point is xy point, that is x equal to 0 and y equal to 0, that is the point is 0, 0 point. 0, 0 means we have to take first x value and then y value in the second position. So we get the point 0, 0. Again put y equal to 0 here. So 0 square, that is 0 equal to ax cube. So ax cube equal to 0, x cube equal to 0 by a, that is 0. Take cube root on both sides, so x equal to 0. So putting y equal to 0, we get x equal to 0. Again we get same point, 0, 0 point. So in both the cases we get only one point, that is origin point, 0, 0 point. So here we get the 0, 0 point. So the next fifth condition is tangent. So this condition we have to check only if we get the point of intersection other than origin. If we get other than 0, 0 point in that condition, so in this example we get only 0, 0 point. If we get the other than 0, 0 point, then we have to check the fifth condition. So skip that condition because we don't get the other than 0, 0 point here in this fourth condition. So now check the next condition, that is asymptote condition. So for asymptote, equating all the coefficient of highest power term of x to 0. So here here only one single terms are given for x and y. So it said these are the highest power term. So here highest power term in x is there is a single term, hence that itself, that term is a highest power term. So highest power term is ax cube. So the coefficient of x cube is a, and that a is your number, that is constant. Hence we don't get any asymptote. So there is no any asymptote for that curve. Then highest power term in y. So there is only one y power term. So hence itself that is the only one term. So that is your highest power term. So take highest power term is y square and its coefficient is 1. So we have to check the coefficient for checking the asymptote. So highest power term is y square, coefficient is 1. Again that 1 is your constant, hence we don't get any asymptote. So here the again there is a condition, so we don't get asymptote parallel to x-axis or parallel to y-axis. So how to get oblique asymptote? So oblique asymptote examples are different and these are very less in number. So for that examples only we can check the oblique asymptote equation, because for oblique asymptote the calculation is more to find the oblique asymptote equation, so it is time consuming. So just remember the oblique asymptote examples, these are the different one. So remember the examples of the oblique asymptote separately. So here we are not checking this condition oblique asymptote. So when the oblique asymptote example come, I will show you how the example is for oblique asymptote. So here asymptote is not there. So what we are checked, first symmetry, even powers of x. The example contains even power of y, that is 2, power is 2, so even power of y, hence curve is symmetric about x axis. The conclusion is like this. Then for origin, put x equal to 0 and y equal to 0 in the given equation. So 0 equal to 0 we get. So if we get this type of equation, then the conclusion is we can write curve is passing through origin. Then tangent through origin is, for that condition we have to take lowest power term equal to 0. So in both the term there are two terms, y square and ax cube. The y square has the power 2, ax cube has the power 3. So the lowest power term is y square. Take that lowest power term equal to 0, simplify, take the square root, we get y equal to 0. So after simplification whatever we get, that is your tangent equation through origin. So y equal to 0 means we have to draw that equation or draw that straight line. Tangent is a one kind of straight line. So we have to draw that straight line in the graph, xy axis graph. Hence we have to know the nature of that equation. So y is equal to x, y equal to 0 means that is your x axis, and here in this example we get x axis as the tangent through origin. The next point is points of intersection with the coordinate axis. So for that put x equal to 0 here, whatever we get the value of y, so from that x equal to 0 and y equal to 0 we get the xy point, that is 0 0 point, that is point of intersection is here only 1, 0 0 point. Again in reverse, first put x equal to 0 we get y value, then put y equal to 0 we get x value. So in both the cases we get only 1 point, 0 0 point. Then for asymptote it is one kind of tangent in which the curve touches that tangent at the infinity. So the infinity number is related to the that condition. Hence we have to take the highest power. Infinity means highest number. Hence we have to compare we have to take the highest power term in x and highest power term in y. So highest power term in x is only one term is there in example. So that is your highest power term, and we have to take the coefficient of that highest power term. So coefficient is highest power term is ax cube and the highest power term in x is x cube. X cube coefficient is a, and that a is your constant, hence there is no any asymptote parallel to x axis, parallel to y axis. Then again check highest power term in y. So here y term is only 1, hence that itself is the highest power term in y. So y square is the highest power term and its coefficient is 1, that is your constant, hence there is no asymptote parallel to x axis. Now check the important condition. Last condition is region of absence. So here, So to draw the curve, we have to check all the conditions, seventh conditions. Hence we have to remember exactly all the rules of symmetry, then origin, tangent through origin, points of intersection, asymptote. So if the points of intersection other than 0 0 we get, then we have to check again tangent other than origin. So that is your fifth point. Sixth point is asymptote, and the last one is region of epicenter. That is your seventh point. So here we have skipped that points, tangent other than origin point, tangent passing through other than origin. So because the point of intersection with coordinate axis, the point is we get here only 0 0 point. So if we get other than 0 0 point, then only we have to check the tangent tangent passing through the other than origin point. So if you don't get the other than origin point, then skip that condition, that is tangent condition, and check further conditions, that is asymptote and region of absence. Now for practice, you may draw two graphs. First graph is rough graph, and in rough graph we are drawing the parts of the curves, and in final curve or in final graph we join these parts of these curves which are fixed, or which we get the fixed parts, and these parts we have to join and we get the final curve. So in practice we are drawing the two graphs. One is rough curve and another is final curve, but in exam draw only this curve, final curve directly. So here a region of absence. So first one by one we have to check this. So draw the x-axis. This is your x-axis. This is your y-axis. Then first condition we have to write. We have to show all the condition in that graph. So here first condition is symmetry is about x-axis. So you can write x-axis. About that x-axis, that is horizontal line, there is a symmetry, that is whatever the curve in upward part, same curve should be in lower part. So the symmetry is about x-axis. So you can write that symmetry word. Then origin, curve is passing through origin, so show that point 0 0 point, that is origin point. Then tangent through origin, so we get the x-axis is the tangent, so x-axis is your tangent. Write that word to this x-axis. So as x-axis is the tangent, so there are two possibilities. So this is your x-axis, y-axis. As x-axis is your tangent, so there are two possibilities. This is your x-axis this is your x-axis which is tangent at origin. So this is 0 0 point. That is the curve around this tangent is which touches only this 0 0 point. That is this possibility or this possibility. So the curve around that tangent looks like in this way. So we have to, in rough curve, we are drawing all the possibilities, and in final curve we fix the final graph. So here as x-axis is the tangent at 0 0, so tangent at 0 0 means the curve is touches only to that point. So 0 0 point, at 0 0 point the x-axis is tangent, so the curve around this tangent is this. So this possibility or this possibility. So write these two possibilities. So this is and this possibility. Then next is point of intersection is again we get only 0 0 point. So write it here 0 0 point. Then there is no any asymptote, no any asymptote. So here by checking all these conditions we get only this part or this curve, that is x-axis, y-axis, and the curve is in this way, this or this. Now the main point is we are drawing here all the possibilities of the curves. So which part of that curve is absent or present, or which part we have to take in the final curve, so that we have to check. So how to check that? So which part, this part, this part, this part, or this part, or we have to finalize all, or we have to take all these possibilities in the final curve. So that is your main point. So how to check which part is present in the final curve, which part of that curve is absent in the final curve. So in for that we have to partition the graph, or partition the uh, that all space xy axis graph uh, in such a way that around the curve we have to take the partition. So here the curves are like this. Here is this the part of the curve, here the part of the curve. So around that y axis. So if the symmetry is about x axis, so we have to partition from left to right or right to left. So how to partition? So here we are partitioned in the, there are two partitions we have to take. So first is, as the symmetry is about x axis, so the partition is like this in opposite manner. So if the symmetry is about y axis, then we have to partition from lower to upper direction. So here symmetry is about x axis, and we have to go from left to right partitions. We have to take the partitions from left to right. So the partitions are not fixed. We have to select these partitions for the given examples, and the partitions are different for different examples. So here we can partition the graph as the left side of the y-axis and right side of the y-axis. So this is your first partition, this is your second partition. So from left to right we have to take the partitions as the symmetry is about x-axis. So so this is your left side of the y-axis, this is your first partition, and this is your second partition. And now we have to check that the in which partition the curve is present, or in which partition the curve is absent. So you have to name that partition also. So this is your first partition, and this is your negative x-axis. So the partition has the name like x is less than 0 partition, because here negative x-axis is there. So hence this partition is called x less than 0 partition. And this partition is, this is your positive x-axis partition, hence this partition, second partition, is called x greater than 0 partition. So this is your second partition. So now check in which partition the curve is present. So for that, what we are doing, in region of absence point we have to take the partitions, so that to fix the final curve. So these are the all the possibilities. In rough curve we have to take all the possibilities of the curves, and in final graph, by checking the curve is absent or not in the partition, in each partition, on basis of that presence and absence of the curve in that partition, we get the final curve. So here this is your first partition, this is your second partition. This partition name is x less than 0 partition. This partition name is x greater than 0 partition, because this partition contains negative values of x. Hence x less than 0, that is x is less than 0 means negative values of x. Hence this partition is called x less than 0 partition. And on this partition the values of x are positive. Hence this partition is called x greater than 0 partition. So now check the curve is absent or not in the both partitions. So how to check that? So here the given equation is y square equal to ax cube. So for first partition, put any value of x, because the curve is given like y square equal to, equation is given, that is left side is y variable content and right side is content x variable equation. Hence right side contains the x variable, hence we have to put the x value in this equation. So any general value you can put. So on in this partition we have to put the x value. So in this partition the x value is, you can put minus negative values we have to take. You can put -1, -2, -3. For the simple calculation, take the lowest value. Take -1, x equal to -1, because x equal to -1 lies this point, or this value x equal to -1 lies in this partition. So hence put x equal to -1 here. So y square equal to a into -1 cube, that is -1. A into -1 is -a, and as that number a is positive, hence we get -a equal to negative value. So we get in all y square equal to negative value. So by putting x equal to -1, because this partition contains the negative values of x, and hence put, for the simple calculation, put x equal to -1. You can put x equal to -2, -3, -3, 4, etc. But to have the simple calculation or minimum calculation, put x equal to -1 here. So we get -a, and -a is positive or negative. So in the example given that a is your number and which is positive number. So if a is positive, then total minus a is your negative number. So we get y square equal to negative value, and the conclusion in the theory that if y square we get negative value, then the curve is absent in that region. So we get y square equal to negative in this region, hence curve is absent. So we don't have to take this part and this part in the final curve. So this is your final curve. So the curve is absent in this partition, hence don't take this part. Then check the second partition, the curve is present or not in that partition. So in this partition the x values are positive, so put minimum value of x equal to 1. So put here x equal to 1, so a into 1 cube, that is a. So we get y square equal to a, and a is greater than 0, it is given in the example. Hence we get y square equal to a positive, means y square equal to positive value. And if we get the conclusion is like by the theory, y square equal to positive value, then the curve is present in that region, that is x is equal to greater than 0 region. So the curve is present in this region. So take this curve only. So here by checking the conditions, so this is your final curve. In exam you can write directly this curve. Only one graph you have to draw in the final exam. But for practice or for assignments, you should have draw both the graphs for understanding, for better understanding. So here symmetry is about x-axis, right here symmetry word. Then origin, curve is passing through origin, so plot the point or show that point, 0, 0 point, that is origin point. Then tangent through origin, so x-axis is the tangent, so write this x-axis as tangent, that word. Then point of intersection is again only one, that is 0, 0 point. There is no any asymptote. Then lastly region of absence. For region of absence we have to partition the graph. So here as the symmetry is about x-axis, we have to partition from the left to right. So the partition, first partition is left side of this y-axis, and second partition is right side of the y-axis. So left side first partition name is x less than 0 partition, because here x values are negative, and this partition name is x greater than 0, because here x are positive values. Then how to check the curve is present in that partition or not? So put any random value from that partition in the given example. So here in this partition we put the random value of x as here negative values of x, hence randomly put x equal to -1. So here by putting x equal to -1 here, we get y square is negative. If the conclusion in the theory is if y square is negative, then the curve is absent in that region. So here we don't have to take this part. this part we don't have to take because the curve is absent in this region. So on and in right side, again check whether the curve is present or not. So in that the positive x values are there, so put any random value of x, that is put x equal to 1 minimum value for the minimum calculation. So put x equal to 1 here, we get y square equal to a, that is a is positive, hence y square is positive. So in this partition we get y square is positive value, hence by the theory if we get y square equal to positive number or positive value, the curve is present in that region. So hence we have to take this part. So the final curve is only this. So we have to draw carefully. Don't draw like this. These are not a straight lines. These are the curvature, the bending curve we have to show, because this is your tangent and the curve around that tangent should be in the curvature part, that is in the bending. So this is the wrong curve and this is correct. We have to just curve that straight line. This is your straight line, but don't draw in this way because these are not a straight line. This is your curvature part we have to, bending part we have to show, because this is your tangent and the curve around that tangent should be in the bending part. So this is bending part we have to show, not in this way straight line, exactly straight line. These are not the straight line, so these are the bending part. So this is your correct curve. So this is your final curve. So all the conditions you can show in the graph only. So while checking the paper, it is not necessary to read the all the conditions written by you. So only we can check the final graph. So in graph you can show all the points, that is symmetry, tangent, points of intersection, all the points, then asymptote, which point asymptote is there, that is straight line. So all the conditions you can show in the graph directly. So this is your first example. Then the second is next example we can see in the next lecture. Thank you.